Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303. Introducing one co-host with more nuggets than Chick-fil-A, Nick Morahan. Executive producer until we find someone better, Eric Washington. Nobody really knows what he does around here, Nevada Putnam. And now, the single greatest thing to happen to hosting in history, Jermaine Antonio Colon Mendez. On with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303, episode 323. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. These are the executive producers, the Nutty Putty, and the EPE. On today's episode, we'll get into a head-to-head review, pop culture pick'em, top 5 parallel universe championship wins. We'll get into a blind 5 and a 2025-2026 NFL divisional breakdown with the NFC West. How you doing this evening, Nevada?
I'm good. It is currently hot as balls here this week. We're just tickling under 100 degrees every day. We get some 80 degrees here this weekend, so that'll be a nice reprieve. But it's hot. The state is on fire. But you know what? We got mostly blue skies, nice sunsets, nice sunrises, as well that wildfire smoke. So take a little bit of good with a little bit of bad.
Just for the listeners' reference, can you tell us how hot balls are?
Just under 100.
Just under 100.
Just a tickle under 100, yeah.
Got it. All right. How you doing this evening, Eric?
Doing good, man. I gotta agree with Nevada. It's the heat out here is getting crazy, dude. It's
Get
like
out of here.
Degrees. Like
it is not 82 degrees.
Let me finish, dude. Damn.
Brother, you're talking about heat in like 76
clowning around, bro.
No. The problem is you're not, because you keep telling me daily about how hot it is.
Oh,
Eric,
that's not remotely close to true.
Eric, the temperature is not hot. You wearing a sweatshirt year-round is what is hot.
Nah, I broke that habit. I haven't been doing that lately.
It's not hoodie weather. Yeah,
just at night, because you still need it at night out here.
Bro, this place can't make up.
This San Diego weather's has got as many personalities as my ex-girlfriend, dude. It's ridiculous, bro.
It's 73 degrees right now.
Let me verify that. I don't believe that. My phone says something different.
It was 73 degrees at 4 a.m. this morning.
77. Dude. Don't be lying. Don't be out here lying and shit, dude.
It is 73 degrees right now. Imperial Beach, you put in the zip code. Make sure you put in the zip code for Imperial Beach.
It says Imperial Beach right there.
Okay, and what app are you using? Apples?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Now it's the accurate app. It's the Weather Channel app. It's the Weather Channel app.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with the Weather Channel. You know.
Wildfire prep 24/7.
Honestly, it could be 73 degrees. You're like a quarter mile down the way from me.
We keep Eric on that side of the house for a reason.
Runs hotter over there.
Yeah, he absorbs all the heat, so that way I can have it nice and cool in this 80-degree weather. My man's, bro. All right, not to get too offbeat. We were out in 72-degree weather at a park in the sun.
It was hot.
My man's was legit. He was about to fall out. He's fanning his shirt like a black lady in church. Bro.
It was hot, dude. I can't explain it. It was just hot that day, dude.
I was just like, yo, you cannot live anywhere else, brother. You're screwed.
Yeah, Eric, are you going through menopause or something? Like, what's going on?
Dude, I might be, dude. Menopause, dude. I have no idea. Because I lived in Arizona for a decade before this. It'd be 120. I'd be outside, working. But I moved here and I got fucking bougie real quick, dude.
I was gonna say you got comfy, and then all of a sudden anything
3
over
months after
70
living in
is
San
too
Diego, I
hot.
was like, man, fuck this heat.
Bro, so we ain't got any AC. That's why he thinks it's extra hot.
I don't know how they live in the third world, dude. Shoot me now.
He's like, I didn't know we were poor.
News to me, dude. I didn't even know they made houses without air conditioning in America.
You do when it's 73 degrees outside.
I'm moving to Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
Moving I wonder what the temperature is in Buffalo right now.
Let's check the weather at.
Say 80s. No, I'm gonna say
81.
81, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
there. Fuck that. I'm not going to Buffalo.
I told you, bro.
I'm going to Anchorage.
You're shit out of luck. You got to go to Antarctica, bro.
I'm moving to the Great White North, boys. I'm bringing freedom to Canada.
You know, a place that's fairly quite mild year round that you'd probably fit in real well in is San Francisco.
No, I'm good. And
One
that's
of the
hurtful.
teams that we'll be talking about today.
That's hurtful. The undertones of homosexuality. That's hurtful.
I don't think it was so much undertones of homosexuality. It's just lifestyle living.
Oh, man. Harsh, dude. Harsh.
You can wear a sweater year round, no questions asked.
Yeah, if it doesn't get stolen off of you.
You could even wear stylish sweaters year round if you'd like.
That place is the Wild Wild West now, dude.
Oh yeah, it's
Guns and dicks, bro. That's all there is of San Francisco.
What's the difference?
All right, dude. Ridiculous, dude. What are we doing now?
That one made him fall out. All right, Eric, let's get it to head-to-head.
Boom. All right. So last week was week 30. Actually, solid week for the pod. JC went 1-2. It's the home run bets, dude. You got to stay away from the home run bets. But anyway,
I just don't pay attention, and then somebody says, "Hey, don't forget to submit your bets," and I submit bets. So
heard, Chef. All right, so 1-2.
I'm just saying, I forget. I don't ever think about this, and then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I gotta submit 3 bets."
Ridiculous. 32-58, up 19.22 units. Nick broke his streak. He went 2-1. He's a fucking cheater, and he took my bet, putting him at 33-57 on this year, up 27.78. Nevada went 2-1, 41-49 on the season, up 55.14. And I went 1-2, putting me at 41-49 on the season, up 49.74.
Hold on. We're just gonna gloss over your monumental loss, Eric.
No, I don't.
We're just not gonna talk about your 9-0 lead in the first inning.
Dude,
Loss.
It's like God was like, "Fuck you." Like that's exactly what it felt like. Like I've never seen a baseball game like that in my life.
Ever.
Not that I can remember. Not a fucking 34-run game, or however many 17 plus 16 adds up to.
I did hear that that game, the Pirates Rockies game, where the Rockies walked off 17-16, being down 9-0, was the first game in MLB history since like 1901. Oh, it was something like a team to be down by 9, both teams to score over 10 runs, and that said team to come back and win the game. It was something stupid. Like all these 3 factors, massive factors, first time since like 1901.
Yeah, but this is why I hate baseball stats. It's like, on the third quarter moon of the early fall.
100%. 100%.
They pull out all these things to narrow it down. I was like, well, no shit, that's the first time that's happened.
Yep, absolutely. No, I agree. It's funny because that is one of the funnest things about baseball is how different you can change the data and be like, oh, see, it hasn't happened in 73 years. You're like, that's a really obscure way to look at it, but all right.
It's baseball stats as if Eric was a statistician.
Hey,
he walked in. He's just like, this is the first time, and someone's like, nah, this happened in this XYZ year. He's like, yeah, but if you add this, it's the first time. No, that happened in this year. Eric just keeps adding a caveat until he hits
the first time it happened since the pitcher was 3/4 Korean, born on the Thursday after 2 p.m.
Yeah, bro, exactly. That is baseball stats, though, man. They'd be wilding like that. So, all right, that's enough of head to head. No, that. So Eric and I, Nevada, we were at a soccer game, and you may be unfamiliar with the sport, but it's a global phenomenon, right? And
okay.
It's real prevalent in most other cultures. It's a round ball that they only use their feet to play with.
What do they do with the rest of their body?
They flail it around and hit the ground a lot to draw cards. Not to be confused with playing cards from a 52 card deck. But so I know shit. We're walking out of the game. We're walking towards the trolley to get out of there, and I pull out my phone as I'm walking to the pisser, and I was just like, no fucking way, because Eric had just put that bet in like that morning. And you talked shit to him and told him, you should have bet that.
Yep.
And I was like, you were warned. You were warned. He had a 9-0 lead.
No, you don't get to say you were warned when a historic fucking game happens, dude.
That's the warning. The warning was telling you that history will be made.
Can't catch a break, dude. And now Joe Burrow just diced up our secondary.
Joe, bro.
I know. It's preseason week 1. I'm just.
It's also Joe Burrow.
Like, the 8th best quarterback in football.
8?
Yeah.
Brother. The dude doesn't run, and he's as productive as all the other quarterbacks. That's crazy. He's going for 5,050 because they ain't signing Trey Hendrickson on some shenanigans. Although this may be the first time I kind of agree with the Bengals. It's like, why would we give you $30 million when your best football is behind you? Like, do you think Trey Hendrickson's next 3 years are going to be more productive than the 3 years he just put on paper?
I wouldn't bet on that, no.
Yeah. And it's because he's been so spectacular.
Right.
And I understand his point of view. Like, look what I just did for you, and you told me you'd pay me, and now you're being cunts. You won't pay me.
What about, like, let's look at it like this though, like 92%. Let's say he has like an 8% regression. 92% Hendrickson is still what, top 10 pass rusher in football?
I mean,
top 10.
I'm asking because like that's where the pay value should come from. Like, is he still better than 90% of the dudes out there?
30-year-olds get hurt and 30-year-olds slow down. Like, I have arguably I have the highest paid wide receiver 2 in NFL history right now. Like, if I'm them, I'm trading him. If he don't want to play, I'm trading him. I'm getting the picks. Like, we're already going to be bad on defense. What's Trey Hendrickson going to do? Give me a couple sacks? A couple sacks more? Like, we going to be ass, bro. Well, Joe Burrow, 5,050, bro.
Yeah, I guess that's why Cincinnati's leaning into this so hard, is because they know the defense is going to be ass. So we'll spend the money elsewhere and just hope for the best.
Yeah, again, this is their fault. Like, you should have signed Trey Hendrickson. You should have extended or redone his contract 2-3 years ago. So now it's not as big a number when you re-sign Higgins and Chase. That's why you stagger the signings. But Cincinnati, made their own bed, they'll lie in it. Let's go ahead and get into a pop culture pick'em here. So it's top 5 parallel universe NFL champions.
NFL champions?
Yeah.
All right. So the order is you, Nevada, then myself.
Yeah. I'm going with the 07 Patriots.
Okay.
I mean, no need to explain, but for those listeners who are unfamiliar, it'd be an undefeated season. and they would arguably be the most dominant team in football history because Randy Bartholomew Moss was dicing up the league for the tune of 26 touchdowns. Oh, Randy Moss.
Yeah, he was pretty as close as you can get to Madden numbers for a wide receiver. That was his year. Yeah, I think that's a fair 101. Mine, I'm going to go with, I don't know which year to go with, but I'm going to go with one of the Buffalo Bills seasons. One of those four.
It's gotta be the first one. It's got to be the first one. It's in the 90s, by the way.
It was 91, 92, 93, 94, and it was all against the NFC East. Twice against the Cowboys, once against the Giants, once against the Redskins.
Yeah, because Eagles suck.
I feel like I might have to go with the fourth one because at some point you have to get that taste out of your mouth.
No, but like the first one puts you into a parallel universe where they win 4 in a row.
All right, yeah. If we're talking parallel universe, then yeah, that's fair. I'll go with that one.
So the 91 Bills.
Or for the sake of Eric, whichever one is against the Cowboys.
No, you don't have to do that.
Parallel universe, we got you, dog.
I was gonna pick that, but you guys, I'm third today, so the 2 best ones are off the board now. I guess I'm gonna go with the 2010 Cardinals.
Oh, I like that one.
Not for the fans, but for Larry Fitz. Fuck the fans. And then after that, I'm gonna go with.
Come on, quit playing games.
What?
Just pick it already. Quit playing games. Just pick it already.
I wasn't gonna pick it, but now that you're being an asshole, I'm gonna do 04 fucking.
Nobody believes you. Nobody believes that's it.
I was trying not to pick them because I knew this was gonna happen.
Brother, you were gonna pick them nowhere. You were gonna pick them no matter what. You know what's coming next?
I'm gonna go with let's see, what year is this? I guess technically it'd be the 03 Panthers for our buddy Nick. But more so because it could potentially derail the dynasty that was the Patriots.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because that was the Patriots' second win in 3 years. Obviously, they go on to win 3 of 4, but if you win one, then you go over for a couple of years, and then win another one. Do you have the momentum of a dynasty? Who knows?
Yeah, dynasties in football is so hard to like gauge because like making it to the championship game in between Super Bowls should vindicate like being a dynasty, but I also have to do a podcast with 2 people that think there's only one successful team every year. So
no doubt.
I'm going with the 2012 Patriots. That's right. Fuck you, Eli. We're keeping you out the hall. That's the parallel universe I'm living in, dude.
I might still be out of the hall.
Yeah, no, he's going to get it, dude. And then, here, this was for the homies. I'm going to go with the 2000s Titans.
No, I'm glad that would happen too.
Well, it's because you got hate in your heart. that calendar was diabolical, bro.
It's the facts of life, dude.
I can't wait till we make you relive yours.
I do every night before I go to sleep.
It's accurate. You basically said that today.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers of when was that? What we got here? 95, so 94. The 94 Chargers. Their one and only time in the Super Bowl and
95.
Well, they played in 95, but that would have been the 94 season.
Hmm.
Sure.
I'm gonna do the 2006 Bears.
The Rex Grossman Bears?
Just because I want Rex Grossman to be in that list of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, dude.
Don't do that to the world.
And then
That is
after
pretty
that,
diabolical.
I'm gonna do the 20. Was it 13 or 15 Broncos? Because they allowed us to have the Richard Sherman Seahawks, which was just mad frustrating. Who was it?
13 was Bronco.
2013
The
fucking
blowout,
Broncos.
yeah.
Dude.
The Legion of Boom was sick.
It was cool when you weren't playing against them.
That's the whole reason why they were dope. Because they fucking hit you in the mouth and told you about it while they were doing it.
I am my last two are gonna be more so to create some anarchy. So I'm gonna go with the Patriots in 1984 beating the Bears. The best defense of all time. So you no longer have the
Dicka.
85 Bears.
The 85 Bears. Yeah, 46-10. My turn. I'm gonna go with the 0-2 Rams. Yeah, for my years, I'm just putting the year that the Super Bowl was played. And let's see. And then let's go with the God, the Browns never made it. It was actually the Broncos who made it. That's tragic. Because then the team never leaves and the Ravens don't move in the dead of the night. Let's go with diabolical. Take Doug Williams, Chip. Sorry, I'm just laughing at these. Give me the 89 Bengals. Take away Jerry Rice's Super Bowl MVP.
For my last one, I'm going to go with the true Super Bowl champion, the 2014 Seahawks, when they, in the alternate universe, turned and handed the ball off to Marshawn Lynch instead of trying to throw it 3 yards.
What a disgrace, dude. What a disgrace. I guess it's pretty obvious. I'm going to go with the 2022 Eagles. 1, because I was at the game, and 2, because, like I said, I cry myself to sleep every night because of that. What was that?
I wasn't going to do that.
I wasn't going to do it. And then whatever, dude.
Oh, wait. This is Seahawks versus Broncos. I want Seahawks versus Patriots.
I want to say wasn't there still like 20 seconds left in that game or something? Might have been more than that.
Probably, yeah.
What game?
The Marshawn game.
Oh yeah, it was like 14 seconds left. They had one timeout. They had at least 2 opportunities to go for it with Marshawn, and they didn't do it.
Damn. In a parallel universe, Marshawn Lynch is a Super Bowl MVP.
Yep. But that defense gave up 14 in the fourth, so dummies. You guys got any honorable mentions? I would like to go ahead.
I was going to say it would be interesting to see the trajectory of the NFL if the Chiefs won Super Bowl I rather than the Packers.
Maybe the Packers are less obnoxious.
Maybe they're not even in the league. Maybe they get sold or moved somewhere else.
Oh yeah, they're not owned by just regular schmoes.
Right.
No, that's pretty interesting. I'm gonna go with the 80s. 80s Cleveland Browns, late 80s. I would love to see them win one. And then I'll go with the Saints, who lost in the NFC Championship versus the Rams.
Well, yeah, if we go further to championship games, I think why am I blanking on it? The Vikings in 97 or no 99 would have been quite the entertaining Super Bowl matchup instead of the Falcons. Okay, who else?
I'm trying to think. I would love for
Jake Plummer to get a Super Bowl ring over Jerome Bettis.
I prefer Jerome Bettis. Jake Plummer is only tight for you. Get that man off my screen, bum. I would love for Julio Jones to have a ring.
Oh yeah, he tried to chase it.
Yeah, they just decided to blow one of the worst games I've ever seen in my life.
I wish LT got one. That's about the like him and Larry Fitzgerald are really the only two players that didn't play for the Eagles, and I really wish got one was Tomlinson and Fitzgerald.
I always tried to trade Larry Fitzgerald in the offseason to the Patriots every year. I was just like, dude, just get him with Tom.
Oh, that would have been nasty.
Could you imagine?
Ugh.
Oh, I was like, I already got to watch a fuck ton of Patriots games, so I don't have Sunday ticket like that. So
at least give me someone I can root for.
At least make it fun, bro.
Megatron would have been cool to see win one too.
Bro, Detroit, yeah. Barry Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Sanders or Megatron. Both men had their soul snatched. That's what Detroit does to them.
Yeah.
Both lasted for 9 seasons.
I was going to say it sucked their soul out in just under a decade. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I mean, what do you expect from the former richest city in the United States, which is now just absolutely bankrupt? Hate to see it.
Yo, why is Joe Burrow playing so many? Whatever, dude.
It's preseason, bud.
What are you upset about, brother?
Dude, damn.
What are you upset about? It's preseason. This don't count.
Every game counts. Even team scrimmages count.
If you go undefeated in preseason, you have never won the Super Bowl.
We're going to break that trend.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait for you guys. I'm going to celebrate every Eagles loss this year. I'm gonna be. You know what?
You just let me be a fan. Like he's got to ruin it for me.
Oh yeah.
I don't when the Saints lose, bro. I empathize with you. I feel bad for you. I'm like, damn.
You are insufferable. There's a difference, dude. That's it. My team this year. I'm just putting it on the record. My team this year is whoever's playing the Eagles. I'm hoping we go 500. Can't wait, dude. I'm gonna buy a horse head on a wooden stick and ride that bitch around every time the Eagles lose.
I'm gonna buy a paintball gun and shoot your ass every time you're on the
All right,
real crazy up in this motherfucker too.
This might be pretty good to see now.
Dude, we can make some pretty funny videos. Can you read the list back and then we'll get into Blind 5 Nevada?
So top 5 parallel universe NFL champions. Jermaine had the first pick. He went with the 07 Patriots, the 2011 Patriots, the 99 Titans, the 01 Rams, and the 89 Bengals. Nevada had the 91 Bills, the 03 Panthers, the 94 Chargers, the 84 Patriots, and the 2014 Seahawks. I took the 2010 Cardinals, 2004 Eagles, 2006 Bears, 2013 Broncos, and the 2022 Eagles.
Which he wasn't going to pick the Eagles, ladies and gentlemen.
I wasn't.
No. He wouldn't do such a thing. That's not in Eric's nature.
I wasn't. But you guys took my top 2 picks off Jump Street, dude.
That's what happens when you got the 103.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
Sucks to be last, nerd.
Damn. Here, dude. Blind five is hurt. This hurtful ass conversation.
I just hit order on that wooden horse.
All right, bet. Where's my Amazon account?
You guys want number 1 or number 2?
2.
Okay.
You know what? Not a paintball gun. I'm getting a slingshot with marbles.
He's gonna put a hole.
You could get a Orbeez gun.
What's that?
It's like water airsoft pellets.
Oh, okay.
So they wet you on impact?
Yeah, they make you all wet.
Or I can get one of those salt guns so you get all dirty too.
Yeah, but those don't inflict any sort of pain.
Or a dart gun. hiding in the avocado tree, just waiting for you to come out.
He makes the mistake of sucking it in first.
Yep. Exactly. Oh man. All right. First up in your options is the Dion 2-step.
Oh, celebrations.
5.
We not doing that, bro. We
5.
not doing that. We not doing that.
I'll let you pick this one then.
5.
I'll let you pick it.
Come on now, just picture Atlanta Dion, black and red, after he just swung a baseball bat, returning a pick down the sideline. Come on now, you know that shit went hard.
5. I'm just kidding. You pick. I got no room for love in my heart for that dude. You got to pick this one.
Put it at 5.
No, don't do that. All right, fine.
No,
5 it is.
That's what you get. Now we're gonna have a stupid list because you can't be pragmatic.
Nah, it's good.
Then he wonders why I'm talking about buying a wooden horse.
All right. Next up is the Grunk Spike.
I don't
4.
4.
Basically.
Yeah,
He just throws a ball on the ground.
Yeah, I don't understand why everyone liked that one so much.
Next up is going to be LaDainian Tomlinson behind the back ball slam.
2. That's only because I like LT. And like is probably more like love, but
It's the GOAT, dude.
All right. Next up is going to be the Sean Merriman Lightning Dance.
ooh, that one's good. 1 or 3. It just see my thing is I've been waiting for the Jimmy Graham dunk, but nobody thinks about Jimmy Graham like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Sean Merriman 1.
I'm concerned he's gonna do the Ray Lewis one.
I don't like murderers.
All right, fine. Put it at 1.
Do you like Ray Lewis's more than Sean Merriman?
It's just iconic, but no, we can do Merriman at 1.
Right. I understand it's iconic, and it's because Ray Lewis is a Hall of Famer, right? But did you like his more than Sean Merriman's? Or because if you do,
Not really.
Not really?
I think
No.
so. I'll tell you the reason I left Ray Lewis off the list was because his was only an intro dance. He didn't do it as a celebration.
Oh, and
There's
people
only-
just mimicked him when they did touchdown sellies.
Yeah. And then at number 3, you guys have the Icky Shuffle.
As long as it's not that stupid Jettas thing.
The
The Bengals running back. You know the Icky Shuffle.
I don't even know
Everybody
who that
knows.
guy. I don't even know who that guy is.
It's the one where he's in the grocery store and he's like doing a little shuffle and then woo, like, oh, dude.
That was a running back?
Yeah, back in the day he was a running back. He got bigger and fatter and older, but yeah.
What's his name? What's his actual name? Was he on that 89 Bengals team that I just gave a Super Bowl to?
Let's see if I can put it in here.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. It's
Oh.
there.
I'm gonna have to look this up after.
I can see him doing the dance.
In the grocery. I could see a guy dancing in a grocery store.
Like this.
Oh, dude, this should be 5. What is this?
It doesn't look good on this. It doesn't look good on this thing, but it's an iconic one, dude.
Bro, we're labeling that iconic. Golly, give me Jettas, bro. What you doing?
They made a commercial about it for a reason, dude.
At least, yeah, because he was probably the first person to dance and have fun in football back in the day. They all used to be robots.
Yeah, it's probably accurate.
I would much rather have Jetta's thing over that. No, I have to go watch the commercial, to be honest.
The commercial is also what makes it like a little more spicy, a little more fun, because it's so funny. Like just seeing that old man do that little shuffle.
Does he rub his belly?
No, he spikes
like a pack of beef or something.
Oh, I think I've seen that commercial.
Yeah, something like that.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no clue that guy was a former NFL player.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a lunatic at the store, dude.
Just some old man going through his CTE.
God damn, that got dark. You want to give us the list, then we'll go ahead and move into the divisional breakdown.
Yep. So Jermaine said it, I think, right off the bat. But celebration dances. Number 1, Sean Merriman, lightning dance. Number 2, LaDainian Tomlinson, behind the back ball slam, or I guess it was more so over the shoulder, but same. Number 3, the Icky Shuffle. 4, Gronk Spike. And number 5, the Dion High Step.
Yeah, I'm not upset with the list. I mean, we did disrespect Dion a little bit, but look, it's not our fault he can't do the 2-step anymore.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't expect y'all to go quiet on that one.
I just didn't want to laugh too hard because I know y'all say I got hate in my heart.
You say this.
Because I do have hate in my heart.
No, you always say I don't, but we know the opposite is true. Let's go ahead and get into this divisional breakdown, Eric.
All right, so this week we'll be talking about the shitty NFC West. Last year's finishing order was the Los Angeles Rams at 10-7, the Seattle Seahawks at 10-7, the Arizona Cardinals at 8-9, and lastly was the San Francisco 49ers at 6-11. This year, the 49ers are projected to win the division again from 4th to 1st. Jermaine says it happens every year. This is the team that's projected to do it. San Francisco for the Super Bowl is plus 2,000. To win their division is plus 150. To make the playoffs is minus 200. To miss the playoffs is plus 165. And their win total set at 10.5. We got some free agency here. Jermaine?
Yeah, sorry. Just coughing. Whew. All right. 49ers returned Kevin Gibbons, Patrick Taylor, Greg Joseph. They brought in Luke Farrell.
Cut him too.
They cut Greg Joseph, the kicker?
Yeah, just yesterday or 2 days ago.
Good riddance, you bum. They just burned $1 million like that. They brought in Luke Farrell and Mac Jones from Jacksonville. They brought in DeMarcus Robinson to their ailing wide receiver core from the Rams. I missed this one. They re-signed Kyle Juszczyk. Jason Pinnock joined from the Giants. Ciaran Neal joined from the Dolphins. Luke Gifford joined from the Titans. Trey Brown from the Seahawks. Richie Grant and Ross Dwelly joined from the Falcons. John Weeks joined from the Texans. Eli Apple joined from the Chargers. Andre Dillard joined from the Packers. Chaz Surratt joined from the Jets. Nicholas Petit-Frere joined from the Titans. And Fabian Moreau joined from the Vikings. In the NFL draft, they took Mikael Williams with the 11th pick of the first round. They took Alfred Collins, defensive tackle, in the second round out of Texas. Nick Martin and Upton Stout, linebacker and corner, respectively, both drafted in the 3rd round. CJ West and Jordan Watkins, defensive tackle and wide receiver, both drafted in the 4th round. Jordan James and Marcus Sigley, running back and safety, drafted in the 5th round, forfeited a pick. They added Curtis Rourke, Connor Colby, and Junior Burgeon, quarterback, guard, and wide receiver in round 7. And they had a couple trades. They traded Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders for a 5th-round pick, which resulted in Jordan James, the running back. They traded Bryce Huff, outside linebacker. They traded for Bryce Huff, outside linebacker, and they sent a 2026 5th-round pick. Can become a 4th based on performance. And they sent out Jordan Mason and a 6th-round pick to acquire a 5th and 6th from the Minnesota Vikings, and that turned into Marcus Sigley, safety.
Alrighty. As far as the Niners regular season, they will start in Seattle and then on the road in New Orleans. They will host the Cardinals and the Jaguars. Then they will visit the Rams and the Bucks. Then they'll be home against the Falcons. They will go into Houston. Then they'll go to play the Giants, home to host the Rams. Then they'll go to Arizona, home to host the Panthers, on the road in Cleveland, home against the Titans, on the road in Indy, at home for the Bears, and then finally at home to wrap up the season against the Seahawks. Their bye week is week 14.
And in the they have the easiest schedule, the San Francisco 49ers do, according to the why am I spacing out here? What's the term for this? Strength of schedule. The strength of schedule rankings, they have the easiest schedule in the NFL. God bless, dude.
Take a breath. What you so hot for? They added Robert Saleh as their defensive coordinator in the offseason as well. This is one of the reasons why everyone's so high on the 49ers, right? Like, they're going to be considerably more healthy than they were the year prior, right? And even if they get an 80% Christian McCaffrey and a fully healthy offensive line, they drafted really well, addressing their front 7 by bringing in Mikael Williams and Alfred Collins to bolster with Nick Bosa and an already pretty good front. Fred Warner's still there. Like, this is a pretty good team, top to bottom still, despite the talent exodus and despite the Denver Broncos signing their defensive players in the offseason. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn, right? Because Brock Purdy is now a $50 million quarterback. And does Brock Purdy have the potential to elevate talent that a $50 million quarterback needs to be able to do? I mean, sure, I'd wager that he isn't. I think Brock Purdy's pretty good, but there's very few quarterbacks who can elevate, and this is one of those years that needs to happen because basically at this present time of recording, Eric, myself, and Nevada are the starting 3 wide receivers for the team. So it's got an interesting, undercurrent of like, yeah, I could see them winning this division. I could also see them being 3rd place. I don't think I'd be very surprised by that. Mm-hmm. And then the thing is like every team in this division on top of that has question marks, right? Matt Stafford is getting the pregnancy shot for his back, right? Got an epidural last week. Sam Darnold, we saw him collapse versus that front 7 in the final 3 games of the season because the Vikings' interior offensive line wasn't as good as it is now. And then you got Kyler Murray. That dude's just an enigma in its own right. Is there a new Call of Duty game this year? It's like so. That's another reason why the 49ers are kind of favored to win this division. But Nevada, what are your thoughts on the 49ers?
I agree. It's obviously health was the big thing that crushed them last year. one of the primary ones being CMC. Presumably he's back this year, good to go. But based on his age and injury history, he's probably 75-80% of his former self, which is probably still really good. I don't know if it's good enough to carry the team offensively. Like Jermaine said, wide receiver leaves a lot to be desired. Jermaine kind of mentioned it with Brock getting $50 million. Those paydays are coming to pay the piper. They weren't able to capitalize on it when Brock Purdy was on the rookie contract, and now they're kind of backed into a corner having to pay Brock Purdy. So I think this team is going to hark back on the days of when Robert Saleh was the DC and had them playing as one of the best, if not the best defense. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to fire them up like the last time he did before he became the head coach. But yeah, I'm with Jermaine on this, where I could see them 7-10, or I could see them, 11-6, something like that. I don't know. It's kind of a wide range. They do have a fairly easy schedule, but that kind of goes for most of the NFC West, because I believe they're all playing the
South.
Yeah, the NFC South. So I think for this division, I might look elsewhere, just based on I think any four of these teams could win the division, so I may look elsewhere for money wise for the bets on this division.
Chase the juice. I like where your head's at. All right, Eric, give us a short, unflinching, unbiased opinion of the San Francisco 49ers 2025-2026 season.
They're going to finish fourth in the division.
And?
You heard it here first. They're going to finish fourth in the division. Look, I'm not going to look. I could get real negative and get real ugly here, and
that's what we're looking for. That's why we opened the floor.
Oh, well, then fuck the San Francisco 49ers. Little bitch asses crying about it should have been us in the Super Bowl. Then you should have fucking beat us. How about that, you fucking pussies? How about that, you whiny baby back bitches? Your franchise is cursed. You're paying $50 million to a fucking ding-dong fucking quarterback that can't throw the ball more than 50 yards. Christian McCaffrey played 4 games this year. There's no wide receivers in the wide receiver room, even though I love Ricky Pearsall. Half their defense left in the offseason. Fred Warner's a bitch. Fourth in the division. There you go. You wanted the hate. You got the hate out of me, dude.
All right. Final record prediction.
5-12.
All right. So take the under, you're saying. Got it.
Oh, I'm taking the under. No playoffs. No hope. No future.
No love. You just said 5-12. No playoffs is a given. You ain't going to say that. That's worst record in the league level, dude. Oh, boy. All right, Nevada, give us your picks.
I think for the time being, I'll go under 10.5.
Smart man.
I don't think it's going to be like crazy under, but and then I'll have to hold off on playoffs or not once I give the division order. I still got to convince myself of one of these teams to win the division.
That's where I'm at. That's why I did. Usually I give my picks after I give my breakdown of the team, and I'm like, so Nevada, thoughts?
Yeah. It's one of those kind of divisions.
So I think the winner of this division will be 10 wins.
Yeah, 10 or 11. Yeah,
and I just don't know if that this division will be able to get 2. So. I don't know, man. I'll take under because I think San Francisco can get 10 wins and sneak in. But honestly, but who are they losing to?
Everybody.
That schedule is so easy. All right, so Seahawks. Let's say they split the division, right? They beat the Saints. They beat the Jaguars. The Bucks probably beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons could beat them.
I think Falcons probably go at least 2-2 in this division.
2-2, okay. Then the Texans could beat them. They play the Giants though.
Yeah.
They play the Panthers. They play the Browns. They play the Titans. They play the Colts. They play the Bears. Oh my God, dude.
I feel like a lot of those are kind of tricky though, because the Titans could end up being good depending on how Cam Ward does, or at least not
Nah.
good, but pesky.
Pesky. Okay. I was like, good. I was like, nah, dude. They get another top 12 pick again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. A thorn in the side, but not ready to compete by any means.
Yeah, but they play the Bears, and God, the Bears have the worst juju in preseason right now. I'm not really one for making too much out of preseason, but when it's negative and it's continued negative, I start to like, I can't like block out the noise. I get a little concerned, but we're still early. We ain't even double digits in August yet. It's not even the 10th yet. So we take a relax. I'll go under, and I'll reserve my decision making on the rest. But I'll let you know who wins the division at the end, obviously.
So we're all going under. We're all smart men.
Some of us are going under. Some of us are putting them in the dirt.
It's just like, what? Like, my thing is like, if they drop 3 in their division, like what other teams are realistically beating them? Between the Jaguars, the Bucks, the Falcons, the Texans, the Giants, the Panthers, the Browns, the Titans, the Colts, like the Bears, like.
I think the only guaranteed wins on there that you said were Giants.
I don't know. That Giants defense is really good.
Yeah, that's true. They might go winless this year, dude. No, they got playing the Browns, dude. They're playing the Browns.
On to the Los Angeles Rams. No coaching changes. give us the odds.
So last year they won the division at 10-7. To win the Super Bowl plus 2,200. To win this division plus 195. To make the playoffs minus 160. To miss it plus 130, and their line is set, or their win total set at 9.5. Let's get into free agency. Here you go, Jermaine.
Free agency, they brought back Akila Witherspoon, Troy Reeder, Laurel Murchison, and Ronnie Rivers. They added Devontae Adams from the Jets, Poona Ford from the Chargers, Coleman Shelton from the Bears, DJ Humphries from the Chiefs, David Quisenberry from the Vikings, Nathan Landman from the Falcons, and Britton Covey from the Eagles. You think they'll let him into the parking lot? In the Rams traded out of the first round with Atlanta. They added Terrace Ferguson, tight end, in the second, who's already hurt. Josiah Stewart, D end, in the third. Jarquez Hunter, running back, in the fourth. I guess Blake Corum stinks. Ty Hamilton, defensive tackle, and Chris Paul Jr., linebacker. That's Chris Paul's son, by the way, in round 5. And Kanata Mumpfield, wide receiver, round 7. Trades. So these are all draft day trades, though. I guess they traded Jonah Jackson for a 6th-round pick. Everything else is draft day trades. We're not covering that.
All right. The Rams start at home against the Texans. Then they'll go to play the Titans in Tennessee. Then they'll go play the Eagles in a parking lot brawl in Philly. Then they'll be home for 2 against the Colts, then the Niners. Then they'll go to Baltimore, and then they'll go across the pond to play the Jags in the Jags, Jacksonville 2.0, which is London. Then they'll come home and host the Saints. They'll be on the road against the 49ers, home against the Seahawks, home for the Buccaneers. Then they'll travel to play the Panthers. They'll travel to Arizona against the Cardinals. Then they'll be home against the Lions. Then they'll travel up north to play Seattle. Then they'll travel to Atlanta and then finish off at home against the Cardinals.
And they have their strength of schedule is ranked 22nd at let me get this right here, 474.
Yeah. This was interesting. The Devontae Adams swap of Cooper Kupp kind of makes this offense more infinitely more scary, in my opinion. I think Devontae Adams has been the in my opinion, Devontae Adams has been the best wide receiver for like the last 10 years. He's a phenomenal route runner, always gets open, scores touchdowns, yards after the catch. Like there isn't a single thing this man can't do. Obviously, these younger cats come in, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. And when people say they're the best, absolutely. Get it, understood. But Devontae Adams to still do what he's doing at his age. Last 5 seasons, I don't think he scored less than 8 touchdowns in a season, which is silly from a wide receiver. I mean, the run that Julio Jones went on was generational when he could not find the painted area, when he was averaging 95 yards a game on some crazy statistics. So I think they upgraded there. They extended Kyron Williams, rare contract extension, 3-year, $33 million. They're going to run him into the ground, similar to what they did with Todd Gurley. I don't know if their offensive line is necessarily better or worse from this offseason. Jonah Jackson didn't really work out for them the way they expected them to, and then they traded him to the Bears, and the Bears are hoping to get more out of him. Defense is still young. Jared Verse is hopefully developing into the star that they're looking for. Braden Fisk is hopefully developing, but can they man up and stop the run? Because last year they, not figuratively, literally got it run down their throat when they played Philadelphia and when they played Detroit. And I don't know if they made very many changes to indicate to me that they're going to get better at stopping the run, right? They didn't add a first-round pick. Their big addition of free agency was Poona Ford, who is a run-stopping DT, but can he do it by himself? Tight end Tyler Higbee's healthy this year. They invested a second-round pick in Terrence Ferguson. He is hurt right now, but they're hopefully expecting to finally get something out of the tight end position, something that Sean McVay's been looking for forever. But it's all going to stem down to if you believe Matt Stafford will be fine and play 17, or if you believe Matt Stafford won't be fine and they have to rely on Jimmy Garoppolo or Stetson Bennett. And those are the appropriate noises, ladies and gentlemen. For that reason, I'm going to go under. I think they lose some tough, close games. They have a schedule that has them traveling a ton, right? So they fly to Carolina and then they fly to Arizona. And they fly overseas to play Jacksonville. They play Baltimore and Detroit. They play Philadelphia. So they're playing a first-place schedule, and I just think those first-place schedules for this team, I don't see the marketed improvement. It'll all be coaching again and whether or not Matt Stafford's healthy. And I just don't know if I'm comfortable putting my eggs in the Matt Stafford basket with the news at present, right? He is expected to return to practice next week, so this could all be for naught, and I could look like a jackass for picking it. But currently I'm going under.
Yeah, those last couple points were pretty much what I was going to lead off with. The Stafford health is definitely a concern. He's no spring chicken anymore. You wonder how much time he's got left, or he'll keep going for. I'm not sure when his contract's up. I imagine it's getting close. But yeah, they're going to have some tough games. Jermaine said there might be some tough losses. I think right out of the gate playing the Texans. It's going to be a tough one. Granted, they'll be in LA for that. But then you go into Philly, you go into Baltimore, and then you're at home for the Bucks and the Lions. But two of those teams, like Jermaine said earlier, ran it down their throats. I think if they didn't have those handful of tough games on paper, I'd be inclined to have them probably win the division again, because Devontae Adams does add a scary element to the offense. But I think that scariness is predicated on Matt Stafford being healthy. Like if it's going to have to be Jimmy G or Stetson Bennett, I'm not nearly as scared of Devontae as I am as if Stafford is healthy. So I think breaking news. If Stafford is healthy, I think this team could easily win the division. But if he's not, or if he's not 100%, that's a concern, especially because his injury is back. It's not like it's a shoulder or a leg or something like that. Like, this is a back. He's going to be torquing his back to get the ball out there. So that's my concern for them. Side note, Terrence Ferguson and I went to the same high school. Not a big deal. So happy for Kyron Williams. Like Jermaine said, he's probably going to get run into the ground. He may get used more depending on the health of Stafford. And that could be good for him, or that could be too much workload. I'm not sure. But just with all those questions, I also have them under 9.5.
It's a great line.
Yeah, probably. I'm not going to take them for division winner. It's just a little bit too unsettled for me.
All right, real quick, who do you guys think is the oldest quarterback in the NFL right now?
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Matthew Stafford.
Incorrect.
Starter or just in the league?
I'm only doing starters.
Starters.
You're going to kick yourself when you realize.
Starter in the league.
Matt Ryan still around?
Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
I'm starting caliber quarterback anymore, dude.
So Aaron Rodgers, you said Joe Flacco, who's number 2. Would you like to wager who the number 3 oldest quarterback is?
3.
Starters only. Oh, incorrect. This dude's a backup. My bad.
Oh,
was a starter last year. Kirk Cousins. And then, so he turns 37 before the season starts. Matt Stafford's 36, turns 37 in February. And then Russell Wilson is the 5th oldest. That's a crazy sentence.
Russell Wilson.
Let's go ahead and get into the who's next? Arizona? No, Seattle.
Seattle's next. They finished last year second, 10-7. They're projected to finish 3rd this year. Super Bowl odds plus 6,000. To win the NFC West plus 475. To make the playoffs is plus 150. To miss it is minus 185. Their line is set, or their win total set at 8.5.
Yeah. So Seattle. The first symbol I saw was Minnesota.
Yeah.
They didn't re-sign nobody? Oh, they re-signed Jonathan Hankins and Cody White and Josh Ross. Damn, they really didn't re-sign nobody. All right. They added Sam Darnold in the offseason, Cooper Kupp, DeMarcus Lawrence, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Josh Jones, Shaquille Griffin, Drew Lock, Eric Saubert, DeAnthony Bell, Shamar Jean-Charles, River Craycraft, Steven Sims Jr. That's an all Madden team right there. Oh, you know what I haven't been doing? Relinquished players. It's too late now. We'll just keep pushing. Seattle Seahawks drafted Gray Zabel, guard, with the 18th pick in the first. In the second, they added Nick Amanawari and Elijah Arroyo, safety and tight end, respectively. In the third, they added Jalen Milroe, quarterback, out of Seattle. That's actually the pick they got from Vegas. Round 5 for the Geno Smith trade. That's why I mentioned it. Round 5, Riley Mills, defensive tackle, Torrey Horton, wide receiver, Robbie Ousts, tight end. That Torrey Horton pick is actually part of the Shedeur Sanders trade. Bryce Cabaldoul, guard, in the 6th. Damian Martinez, running back, Mason Richmond, tackle, and Ricky White III, wide receiver, were all taken in the 7th. Trade. So they traded Geno Smith for a 2025 3rd-round pick for Jalen Milroe. They traded DK Metcalf and a 2025 6th-round pick, which became Will Howard, for a 2025 2nd-round pick, number 52 overall. So that was Elijah Arroyo. And for 7th-round pick, Damian Martinez. And they traded Sam Howell to the Minnesota Vikings for a 2025 5th-round pick. Coaching changes. Seattle fired their offensive coordinator that won 10 games last year, and they replaced him with Clint Kubiak, and that's the only change they made.
The Seahawks open up at home against the 49ers, then they'll go into Pittsburgh. They'll be home against the Saints, then they'll travel to Arizona, then they'll go back home to play the Bucs, then they'll go and visit the Jags, then they'll be home for the Texans, then they'll go to DC to play the Commanders, then they'll be home for the Cardinals, and then they'll go down to LA for the Rams, and then they'll go to Tennessee, then they'll be home to host the Vikings, then to Atlanta, home for the Colts, home for the Rams, into Carolina for the Panthers, and then finish it out in San Francisco.
And they have the 23rd ranked schedule. 470. What is this? 67. I think their combined opponents win percentage from last season.
What is this?
What is this?
What is this? Seattle is arguably top 5 most fascinating teams entering the 2025-2026 season. They fired a first-year play caller that came from the Washington college football playoff run, and they replaced him with Clint Kubiak, who had those 2 games in New Orleans that everyone just could not believe when they scored 90 points in the first 2 games of the season, and embarrassing the Cowboys to what would be another forgettable season for them. And then they got rid of Geno Smith, who has been nothing but steady for them and productive and a winner, and in favor of the mystery box that is Sam Darnold, right? So it's predicated on what you think of Sam Darnold. So Nevada, what are your thoughts on Sam Darnold? Do you think last year was the outlier or the truth? Outlier. So you're betting against Sam Darnold.
I'm betting against him having a season like he did last year. Yes.
Okay. And the offensive line didn't get better. I mean,
their rookie, their first round pick was really good.
First round pick.
As a whole, yeah, it didn't get better.
Defense, what? They were pretty good last year?
Yeah.
And then they kind of fell off towards the end?
Yeah, started to lose a little bit of luster as the season wore on.
Yeah, so now we're coming into this year. They traded their star wide receiver and turned over the wide receiver core to JSN.
Mm-hmm.
Is Cooper Kupp washed?
I don't think he'll ever reach the heights he had.
Yeah, okay.
Triple Crown winning. Yeah, come on, brother.
I'm not talking Triple Crown levels. I'm just talking, a top tier guy.
Yeah.
Will he do what Keenan Allen did last year?
Not much.
I'll get you the stats.
I think he'll have like a Thielen season with the Panthers.
70 catches, 744 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I think that'll be right around what he does.
Yeah.
Well, that's if Sam Darnold isn't absolute dog water.
Which Nevada thinks.
I don't think he's dog water. I just don't think he's Minnesota Vikings Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell's been proven to coach people up.
So 66% completion last year, 4,319 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions.
Yeah, he's not touching that touchdown mark. Not even close.
He'll have 22 with like 18 picks.
I mean, he was a number 3 overall pick.
Fantastic. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Marcus Russell was number 1. What does that have to do with anything?
Objection.
Relevance.
Stricken from the record. I'm just walking through the Seattle Seahawks. Don't jump down my throat. So look, Clint Kubiak runs a pretty dynamic stretch zone blocking scheme. Do you think that unlocks Kenneth Walker?
If they had the offensive line for it, sure. I don't know if they do. That's the issue.
Yeah, my man had 3 points. I think Kenneth Walker either led the league or was top 5 in yards after contact last year and averaged 3.7 yards per carry.
Yeah,
They were touching in the backfield.
I like Kenneth Walker. I just don't know if they have the personnel to run it quite yet. And who knows? They may find some guys here and there. At this point, I'm not super high on the offensive side for Seattle.
Okay, so all that being said, I mentioned the Geno Smith trade.
Mm-hmm.
There was a 3rd-round pick brought in by the name of Jalen Bartholomew Milroe, quarterback, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Roll Tide.
No, not Roll Tide.
Do we think that Jalen Milroe starts a game this year?
Yeah.
So, hold on. Not for injury.
Yeah. Week 8, he'll be the starter.
No.
It's got to be exhausting.
Barring injury, no.
Barring injury, no. We're getting full season of Sam Darnold.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. All right. With that being said, what's the line again, Eric?
8.5.
Ugh.
I don't know. Is JSN's a talented wide receiver? Is JSN more Garrett Wilson or is he more Jamar Chase?
Well, no, he's not Jamar. No.
Yeah, no.
Not even
He would have
close.
already been making a mad impact.
Well, he played his rookie year with a broken wrist for the first 8 games. We saw what that did to Tyreek Hill.
I don't know why this name popped in my head, and I don't know if it's the greatest comparison, but for some reason it's sticking. I see him more as like a Gabe Davis.
Oh my god!
I was thinking Jarvis Landry.
Like he's not. At least at this point, I haven't seen anything where he is a number 1. He's a good number 2, but he's not going to be your top dog.
So JSN isn't. All right, on a scale of what wide receivers would you rather have over JSN?
Well, that's
let's see. I'll give you names. DJ Moore.
I'd rather have DJ Moore.
No, I take DJ.
Yeah.
Over JSN?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. 100%.
All right. Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
Give me Scary Terry, dude.
Damn, you guys hate JSN that much?
So no,
I don't. You did the same thing with
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
See, he might be a little bit more in line with the T. Higgins.
I mean, T. Higgins is really good. He just always gets hurt.
I know he ain't a number 1 though. He might be a number 1 on
when he plays. On the team. He's a number 1.
Well, we know who the number 1 is in Cincy.
Would you rather have Mike Evans than JSN this year?
Yeah,
this year, not historical. Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Chris Godwin?
No. He's coming off was it ACL or Achilles or something? No.
No, his was like a crazy ankle fracture.
Something lower body.
First of all, I'm not saying it like it was better.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Right. Yeah, he was still
JSN or Chris Olave.
JSN or Chris Olave? Yeah, give me JSN.
Yeah, JSN.
Are you kidding me? Homie is 1 concussion away from not knowing how to spell Olave.
Yeah, he's close.
I'm scared.
He's close to Tua territory.
And I love Chris Olave, but if I'm being realistic, I'm not just picking the Saints player. He's an incredibly risky player.
What about Jordan Addison and JSN?
First of all, I would have taken JSN over all the other guys I named. So I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm for sure taking him over Jordan Addison.
All right. Well, what wide receivers are better than JSN for you?
What wide receivers are better?
Yeah, that you would not take JSN over I assume Jamar's in there. Jetta's in there.
Devonta? Ooh, that's
Yeah, like because he's good, but he's like also number 2. And will probably always be.
I would say JSN is more Devonta Smith than anything. But I think Devonta Smith over DJ Moore.
I mean, I take Devonta Smith over a lot of people, so I agree with you.
I would take Devonta Smith over Scary Terry. Mm-hmm. Scary Terry didn't break 1,000 yards last year. Like, what are we doing?
Didn't he? No. Hasn't he had 1,000 5 years in a row?
If he broke it, it was some Mike Evans type shit. Because let me see. I could be wrong. I almost put Scary Terry stats.
It would have popped up, dude.
It probably would have, yeah.
Scary Terry stats.
All right, so he had 1,096. He had 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, Scary Terry's a fantastic possession receiver.
Jackson Smith
and he'll blow by every now and again, but that's not his MO.
And JSN last year had 100 catches, 1,130 yards, and 6 touchdowns. 100 catches.
You said that was for JSN, you said?
That's for JSN, yeah.
Would you take JSN or Puka Nacua?
Puka.
Oh, bro, Puka. Yeah, Puka is top 5 in the league.
Okay.
Everyone just thinks fifth round draft capital. Right now, he's top 5 in the league, Eric. I know you want to argue AJ Brown. I got love for AJ. I think he's fantastic, but AJ Brown did not play well last year. Well,
I'm just gonna say he didn't play well. He had 6 games in a row of 125 yards or more.
All right, and then what do you do for the other ones?
Jermaine,
to win a Super Bowl.
Jermaine, to be fair, AJ Brown was limited by his quarterback play.
Look, okay, I'm gonna skip the NFC East because I can't be on this episode for the NFC East week.
Come on, Nevada and I defended Jalen Hurts all year last year.
And I appreciate y'all. Y'all are good friends.
From you, because you was in them chat rooms like we can't score the first. Jalen Hurts holds
keep
on to the
this nonsense. I'm gonna have to go get a Jalen Hurts tattoo just to shut you up.
Jalen Hurts holds on to the football too long. I just don't know why Jalen Hurts can't hit the open wide receiver.
I never said that. He holds the football too long. That is my one true gripe with him. That and for some reason he likes to engage contact. Like just slide, motherfucker. Just slide.
You said all the other things too. Don't get it. No,
I didn't.
Don't back away now.
Prove it.
All right, dude. I'm gonna start recording it, bro.
All right, recording it because I ain't never said no shit like that.
You wild, bro.
Dude, so
AJ Brown had 67 catches last year.
Yeah, did he break 1,000?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so he did it in 67. JSN did it in 100.
Yeah. Puka Nacua had 79 catches in 11 games.
Cool. Did he have a 2,000-yard rush? A quarterback that ran for 700?
Nobody's talking about the Eagles. You got mad because I said he's a top 5 wide receiver.
Because he's not. Because he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's top 8.
He's top 5.
CD, Jamar, Jetta's. Guaranteed, right? We can arguably say those 3 are better than him.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Nobody's arguing that.
All right. And then you got him. Who else do you have there?
I have Puka, and I have Amon-Ra.
Whack. All right.
And after this year, it'll be Puka and Nico Collins.
All right. The only receiver lining up at X telling you, come get me. The only one not getting schemed open. What are we talking about anyway?
This is you. No, we were just walking through Seattle. All right, so Seattle, line is at 8. Nevada, where are you taking them?
I think I'm going to take them under. They have Pittsburgh on the schedule in Pittsburgh. I think that was week 2. And who was the other? Oh, the other one that would kind of concern me was playing in DC. I think those are 2 bugaboo games for them. So I'll take the under, just under.
Yeah, so far all we have is unders across the board from you guys. No other picks have been made.
Yeah, we know. You try to pick this division.
I already picked it.
Yeah. Just because you selected a little chart.
That's what.
Look at him get all frustrated.
I'm not frustrated. Just make a pick, son.
Trash. Give me 8.5 is perfect, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They'll lose some heartbreakers at the end. Give me the under.
All right.
I think, do we all agree that this division, nobody's running away with it?
I think whoever wins.
The Rams are running away with this division. They'll have the division locked up by week 10.
Wow.
Week 12. Week 12. Sorry, that's really early. Week 12. They'll have it locked up by week 12.
I was going to say, were they 10-0?
Bro, that's what I was saying. The other teams are all 5-5 and they're 10-0. Locked up. Just
not even
close.
Davante Adams. Okay. Again, like you guys said, health. If Stafford's healthy, they run away with the division. Best run game in the division. Best receiving and QB combo in the division.
Hold on.
Are you going to say McCaffrey?
The greatest offensive weapon in football today? Yes, I'm going to say Christian McCaffrey.
Is he?
Yes,
we don't care what you did 2 years ago. What are you doing right now?
He is the best offensive weapon in football.
We will see. We shall see.
Dude, that is crazy for you to be
non-quarterback weapon, you mean?
Well, obviously, nobody considers quarterbacks are too inflated.
Well, I was thinking like Lamar's a pretty nasty X factor.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey catches the rock, blocks like an offensive lineman, runs the football better than any running back.
Yeah.
He does all those things.
Uh-huh.
And he scores touchdowns. He is the best offensive weapon. There's a reason why, despite him being hurt last year, he's still 101 in fantasy. There is a reason for that. Because he is the best offensive weapon in football. I know you hate the 49ers, but let's not get crazy by saying that
the Rams and Niners are tied for the best running game in the division.
It's just fucking crazy, dude.
They have the best receiving core in the division, the best quarterback in the division, probably the top 2 defense in the division, and the best coach in the division. Because one of them doesn't choke when he gets to the finals or championship or whatever word you want to use for it.
When the games get bigger?
Yeah, when the games get bigger, Kyle Shanahan, what does he do? Slobs on knob, dude. What does Sean McVay do? He wins.
What? I mean, Kyle Shanahan comes out of the gates humming.
Yeah, and then what happens?
Just
he's the Kyler Murray of coaches, dude.
The Kyler Murray of coaches.
Wow.
Bro, do you guys play the 49ers this year?
Dub?
Oh, I hope you guys do, because I want them to win against y'all so bad, just so I can laugh. Just
CMC, 180 rushing yards, another 60 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns.
I'm just gonna be running around.
No, we don't, because we play the Rams.
We got the right. First place.
Yeah.
I was gonna run around calling him Bo, B-O-W. All right, Eric, let's get into the last team in the division.
All right, the Cardinals finished 3rd last year, 8-9. They're projected to finish 4th this year, plus 6,000 for the Super Bowl, plus 475 for the division, plus 130 to make the playoffs, minus 160 to miss the playoffs. Their win total set at 8.5 as well.
Arizona, no coaching changes. Nick Rallis sounds like a Pokemon. Let's see. So they re-signed Kelvin Beachum and LJ Collier, tackle and defensive end, respectively. Also re-signed Zay Jones, wide receiver, and they re-signed Will Hernandez, guard. They brought in Josh Sweat, DN from Philadelphia, Dalvin Tomlinson, tackle from the Browns, Jacoby Brissett, quarterback from the Patriots, Calais Campbell, DN from the Dolphins, Akeem Davis Gaither, linebacker from the Bengals, Mikael Walker, outside linebacker, Semi Fioco, wide receiver from the Chargers, Jalen Jones, safety from the Bears, and Jake Curran, right tackle from the Bears as well, Josiah DeGuara, tight end from the Jacksonville Jaguars, and J.J. Russell, linebacker from the Bucks. In the first round, they added Eric's darling, Walter Nolan, defensive tackle, In the second round, they brought in Will Johnson, corner from Michigan. Third round, Deanne Jordan Birch. Fourth round, linebacker Cody Simon. Holy cow, they were really focused on this defense this offseason. Denzel Burke, corner, round 5. Hayden Connor, guard, round 6. Hey, look, offensive player. Keaton Crawford, safety, round 7.
They didn't have any trades.
No, they did not.
All right. Cardinals schedule. They will start against Jermaine's Saints in New Orleans. Then they'll host the Panthers. Then they will visit San Francisco, home against Seattle, home against the Titans, and then on the road against the Colts. Home for the Packers, a Week 8 bye week, and then they'll go to Dallas. Then they'll visit Seattle, home against the 49ers, home against the Jags. Then they'll travel to Tampa. Then they'll be home against the Rams. They'll travel to Houston, home against Atlanta. And then they'll visit Cincinnati just before New Year's. And then they'll be in LA to close out against the Rams.
And they have the 27th easiest schedule with their combined opponent winning percentage of 457.
27th as in fifth hardest or fifth?
Fifth easiest.
Okay.
I love how that happens so often. Wait, 27th. What does that mean? That means it's super difficult?
Yeah.
Look, man, a lot of people don't realize this. They had a top 10 offense last year, and they couldn't get Marvin Harrison the ball. 69% of Marvin Harrison's targets were beyond 15 yards. Maybe it was 10. 15 sounds too much. 69% of basically first down or more on 69% of his targets. You wonder why he struggled, right? So they gave him a lot of jump balls, a lot of like contested catch situations. And when you're going up against some of the best in the NFL, those aren't going to be easy completions. If this offensive coordinator gets his head out of his ass and uses the weapon that he has and gets him easy completions the same way we see, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb get, then you can see Marvin Harrison take that bona fide leap that we all expect him to take. And he can enter into the conversation for top 5, wide receivers in football. Trey McBride, hypothetically, Nevada, how many touchdowns he scores this year?
Well, if his track record is anything like last year, I'm going to say 2. But realistically, I think he should push for 8.
8 sounds good. Like, look, regression to the mean. So, like, there is nowhere to go but up based off the last year. And he only continues to get better and better from, the tight end perspective. James Conner, the ageless wonder. We're about like 8 or 9 years removed from this man beating cancer to take Le'Veon Bell's job and rob Le'Veon Bell of his future earnings in the NFL. The offensive line was good last year. I think it got better this year with some of the additions they made. And in spite of not getting Marvin Harrison the football, like I said, they still had one of the better offenses. So then on the flip side, you go and look what they did on the defensive side of the football, right? Eric was super upset when Josh Sweat signed with the Arizona Cardinals because he hates all Arizona sports. Basically, he hates all other sports. I think we can just stop saying it at this point. Josh Sweat signed there, reunited with a defensive coordinator that he once played for. Nick Foles Super Bowl, right?
We lost the Super Bowl with him.
Oh, that's right. He was the one that we.
You just wanted me to talk about it.
I thought was he not the D coordinator for the Nick Foles Super Bowl?
No.
All right. So then, so Jonathan Gannon reunites with him, so he knows how to hypothetically get good stuff out of Josh Sweat, but he's also not playing on the Eagles D line. So we'll see how that goes. They added Walter Nolan. They added Will Johnson, addressing the front line and the secondary position. They still have Buda Baker, one of the most slept on safeties in the league. Still pretty good at football. I mean, Kyler Murray, before he got injured, tore his ACL in that year with Cliff Kingsbury, was in the MVP discussion.
Right.
I think Kyler Murray's good at football if he just gets his head out of his ass.
It's fair.
And that's a big if. But
yeah,
I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals to win this division. Because it's so
locked in, you can't change your mind.
Because that's it. Because this division's so close. I almost picked Seattle. I almost picked San Francisco. And San Francisco probably wins this division just because that schedule is. It's unfair for that talented a team to have that schedule. It doesn't mean the 49ers are good. It just means they play literally every bad team in football, bro. That's what's so crazy. It's like all the bad teams, they play them all. They got New Orleans on their schedule. Dub. Chuck it up. Book it. Like New Orleans ain't beating them week 2. That's not happening. I like the seeing elite from this team. And I think they're well coached. And if the offensive coordinator does realize, like, hey, I need to script up easier plays for this, right? And they balance with Trey Benson and James Conner to keep James Conner fresh and healthy for the year, I think this offense could be pretty good. And they won't have to do as much because the defense should be better. And those are the expectations we're trying to forecast, we're trying to take. And in a division that is this wide open, give me the team that's plus 475 to win the division. Right? I know the Seahawks have that as well. That's why I almost took them. And I'm just not hitching my wagon to Sam Darnold. We ain't doing that. Minnesota, I see you. I raise you. We ain't hitching to Sam Darnold. So I'll take the over on the wins. Yes to win the division. Yes to make the playoffs. And I'll turn it over to you, Nevada.
Yeah, I'll start off with the sentiment that I also believe Arizona will win the division. Obviously, the defense, not to say it was like terrible or bad last year, but it wasn't up to snuff. And I think with the additions they made with Josh Sweat, Walter Nolan, that helps the line and the interior. Possibly the steal of the draft is Will Johnson. If he's healthy, that was his whole thing going into the draft. The reason he wasn't a top 10 pick was because of his injury concern. So getting him in the second round, frankly, a luxury pick, but it also fills a need. And as long as he's healthy or can remain relatively healthy, I think that's going to be huge because you got Buda Baker over the top as well. Jermaine said it, figuring out ways to get Marvin Harrison the ball. We saw what he did at Ohio State. The dude's a weapon. You just got to figure out how to get him the ball. Yeah, maybe we don't need him to be running go routes and post routes. Like he's a smart dude. He's very athletic. He can run the crossing patterns. He can do the hitches, all that good stuff. Same thing with McBride. While he got a lot of production, his one and only touchdown came in the last week of the season. So, the only way they can go from last year is up, which, as Jermaine said, last year was pretty good. So I think there's room for them to develop on the offensive side to be a little bit more consistent, a little bit more threatening. And then again, the defense, I think, is going to be more solid. And if I think Gannon wants to put an emphasis on the defense as evident by the draft. Out of 8 picks, 7 were defense. So
it was 7, but yeah, only 1 was offensive. Yeah,
right. So it's very clear from a team philosophy standpoint, we got to fix the defense. We're going to fix the defense. Offense, decent start. Let's get a little bit better, a little bit more consistent. Get our weapons, the James Connors, the Trey McBrides, the Harrisons. Let's get them a little bit more involved to put some fear into the defense. So, Yeah, starting off with this preview, we kind of mentioned that this division seems like it's pretty wide open for any team to take. And I agree with Jermaine. I think Arizona is going to be the team that jumps up and takes it. I don't think they run away with it. I don't even know if they win it by 2 games as far as the division goes. I think it's that kind of division. But I definitely got them over and then obviously winning or getting into the playoffs.
Word. So you guys want to do
Thoughts on Arizona, Eric?
I have them finishing second in the division. I have them making the playoffs. I think they'll go over. I think they'll just work. They'll work out the kinks. Marvin Harrison Jr. is too good. You can't keep a brother down that long. You know what I mean? He's gonna do something special.
Keep him down. Yeah, rookie year.
And I do think Kyler Murray is the second best quarterback in the division. James Conner is the second best running back in the division. So behind Kyron. So. And I think they just bulked up on but they literally are a team that went, what's our biggest weakness? All right, we're gonna focus on that. And that's exactly what they did.
Bro, this is what's not. I know we covered it, but we didn't cover it when we actually broke it down. They added Josh Sweat, Dalvin Tomlinson, Calais Campbell, Akeem Davis-Gaither, LJ Collier, and Mykal Walker in free agency.
Those are all starters on other teams last year.
Those were all guys who played meaningful snaps for other teams on defense, and they just brought them all into one defense, and they added Walter Nolan and Will Johnson to that same defense from the draft. Like, they had one focus.
You know what those free agent signings that you just said sound like? The Philly D-line rotation. Yeah. Here's 4 guys. We'll take these 4 off. Here's another 3 plus 2 edge rushers. Hey, these guys, you guys had 2 or 3 downs. Cool. We'll switch you out again. They're just going to pound the hell out of the offensive line. Just try to wear them down over 4 quarters.
Yeah, and it's a formula that has worked for this DC before. Yep. So, I mean, obviously he's not the DC anymore. He's the head coach, but you understand what we're saying.
Yep.
So
he runs the defense still.
But he has a defensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's only really every team has a defensive coordinator. There's like 7 teams that only have a head coach and no OC.
Yeah, and so he's very involved, right?
Right.
Like, and he may be like, "Hey man, call this. Hey man, call that." You know what I mean? He's still involved, but when you're a head coach, you got so much more to do. It just makes sense to have other people. So for my final order, I'm going Arizona, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Seattle. I don't think there's 2 games that separates 4th from 1st. And if one of these teams wins 11 or 12 games, it's San Francisco, purely based on that schedule. And then my Arizona pick goes boom. But that's the order I have been finishing in. I will not make any decisions on playoffs until I get to the end, because currently I have Minnesota and Green Bay, and I have now the division winner from this. So I'm going to have to pick someone from somewhere. So maybe the NFC North gets another team in there, and I'll have to reevaluate closer to the end. Or maybe I just pick San Francisco to make it, because that schedule, Cupcake City, bro.
Yeah,
they could win 2 divisional games and still win 12 games. Like, that's how easy that schedule is, bro. So go ahead, Nevada. We're running a little long.
Yeah, I got Arizona, LA, San Fran, Seattle.
Yeah, there's a man who knows what he's talking about.
Well, we're talking like the division winners got maybe 11 wins.
Week 12, Rams
10,
are
9,
locked
8.
up.
I thought it was week 10.
No, I had to push it back a little bit because that was crazy.
Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, that's what was crazy.
Yeah.
So you got the same order as Nevada, Eric?
No. No, because
the
Cardinals winning. I have the Rams winning and the Cardinals second.
So you have Rams, Cardinals, Seattle, San Fran.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are you going to do your new home city like that? Got them at the bottom of the
We're not doing that, Nevada. We're not doing that right now, Nevada.
Not a good way to get off. Wrong foot to get off on your first day in your new hometown.
Shoot.
Trust me, he's not on his.
business, dude.
Trust me, he's not on his feet.
We're okay. In the damn show.
All right. Nothing else for the 10s and 10s. Follow us on X, Instagram, and YouTube at Podcast Room 303. Follow our sister pod, Revenge of the Pod, on all things socials and wherever you get your podcasts. For myself, Jermaine Clo Mendez. For the executive producers, Nutty Putty and the EPE. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.